Welcome. In this video, we're going to talk about epics. And epics and Pivotal Tracker let you track large-scale features that are made up of multiple stories. If you've already watched the release video, you'll see that release stories automatically apply to all of the stories that are up above them within the current iteration or the backlog. That's great if you're doing single track work, but what if you're doing multiple things at the same time? Or what if you want to pick and choose which stories are part of any given feature? That's where epics come in, because epics will actually let you individually select what stories are a part of that epic. So if we click on epics in the sidebar, you can see that I've got multiple epics that this team is working on. And that bar underneath each epic is showing you the progress. It's actually color coded for the status of those stories. So if you hover over that bar, green indicates accepted. And for this beta epic, I have 10 stories that have already been accepted. They're worth 20 points. I have 3 stories in yellow that are in progress. They're worth 4 points. I have 7 stories in gray that are prioritized, and prioritized means that they are somewhere in the current iteration or backlog, but they haven't yet been started. In this case, I have 0 stories on ice. Those would be in blue, and that means that they're in the ice box. And Tracker is estimating that we will be done October 13th. Remember that that estimation is based on all planned work. So in progress and prioritized stories, that does not include icebox stories since that work isn't planned yet. So if you have work in the icebox, you may need to add a little extra time onto that estimation if you intend to include that work in this particular feature. But we can take these epics and you can actually drag and drop them and put them in stack ranked order, just like you would your stories, so that you see your epics in priority order as well. So let's create a new epic and see what that entails. So we have an add epic button at the top. And perhaps our travel website is going to add adventure travel as a new category. So I can give my epic a name, and I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then you can detail in the description field more about what this particular large scale feature is going to entail. And we've got an activity feed for this epic, just like we do our user stories. If we want to add stories to this epic, we can do that by a simple drag and drop, or you can do this in bulk. So we can select multiple stories, and they can be anywhere in that backlog or icebox, but you can select stories from wherever you would like. And then we can apply the label, in this case, adventure travel. And now we have added all of those stories into our brand new epic. And if I close it, you'll see that the status bar is now showing us that we have no stories yet accepted, but we have 1 story in progress, 2 that are prioritized, and 2 that are in the icebox. So now we can start tracking the work of this group of stories individually. You can also create epics by promoting a label. So if you had a label of work, let's say that stories around this user profile feature was something that we decided we need to track as an epic. We can take that profile, and by clicking on the gear, we can simply convert that to an epic. And now we have an epic there that we can track, just like we do our other epics. And now profile's been converted as well. So I hope this tells you a little bit more about epics. Thanks for watching, and please do check out our other videos.